Imagine a world painted in white and blue, the Arctic tundra, stretching across the top of our planet. Here, the landscape seems endless, a vast expanse where the sky meets the earth in a seamless horizon. The silence is profound, broken only by the whisper of the wind and the distant call of a bird braving the cold. For most of the year, it's a kingdom of ice and snow, with the sun casting long, pale shadows that stretch for miles. The light is soft and ethereal, painting the snow in shades of blue and gold, while the air itself seems to shimmer with cold. Bitter winds sweep across the plains, unbroken by trees. These relentless gusts can reach incredible speeds, carrying fine snow that stings the face and erases footprints within moments. The air is so cold it stings your skin, a reminder of nature's power. Even the breath you exhale crystallizes instantly, hanging in the air before vanishing into the endless white. This is a place of stark beauty, but also one of the most challenging environments for life. The landscape is both mesmerizing and intimidating, a testament to the extremes our planet can reach. The ground is frozen solid for most of the year, permafrost. This icy layer can extend hundreds of meters below the surface, locking away water and nutrients and shaping the very foundation of the ecosystem. Only a thin layer of soil thaws in summer, creating a boggy surface over ice. Pools of meltwater form, attracting migratory birds and insects that take advantage of the brief warmth. No deep roots can grow here, so towering forests are absent. Instead, the land is dotted with low shrubs and mosses, each adapted to survive in shallow, nutrient-poor soil. Temperatures plunge far below freezing for months. The mercury can drop to -40 degrees Celsius or lower, creating an environment where only the hardiest life forms endure. Surviving here demands extraordinary adaptations. Plants and animals alike have evolved unique strategies, thick fur, anti-freeze proteins, and compact shapes to withstand the cold and wind. In winter, darkness reigns for months. The sun disappears below the horizon. The world is plunged into a long polar night, where time seems to stand still and the stars shine with an icy brilliance. Then summer brings endless daylight, the midnight sun. For weeks, the sun never sets, flooding the tundra with light and energy, and awakening a frenzy of life. Plants have just a few weeks to grow, flower, and set seed before winter returns. Every moment counts, and the landscape bursts into color as flowers bloom and insects buzz in the brief, feverish summer. The wind sculpts the snow and scours the earth, making life even harder. Snowdrifts form intricate patterns, and the land is constantly reshaped by the elements. To survive, plants must huddle close to the ground, seeking shelter from the relentless gales. Their compact forms help them conserve heat and resist the drying effects of the wind. The Arctic is a story of resilience, life finding a way in the most unforgiving place. Here, every living thing is a testament to endurance, adaptation, and the quiet power of survival against all odds. Life in the Arctic tundra is a daily battle for survival. Here, every living thing faces a relentless test of endurance, where the environment is as unforgiving as it is beautiful. The tundra stretches for thousands of miles, a vast expanse of icy wilderness that challenges even the hardiest forms of life. The cold is intense, temperatures can drop to -50 degrees Celsius. Blizzards sweep across the land and the wind can strip away heat in seconds. For months, the sun barely rises, plunging the landscape into a long, frigid twilight. Water inside plant cells can freeze, so plants need natural antifreeze to protect themselves. Many Arctic plants produce special proteins and sugars that prevent ice crystals from forming, allowing them to survive the bitter cold. Despite all the snow and ice, most water is locked away, leaving plants in a desert of ice. Liquid water is scarce, and only the most adaptable plants can access what little moisture is available during the brief summer thaw. The permafrost keeps water frozen, and strong winds quickly evaporate any surface moisture. The ground itself is often frozen solid just a few inches below the surface, making it nearly impossible for roots to penetrate deeply. The soil is thin and poor in nutrients, with slow decomposition limiting nitrogen and phosphorus. Organic matter breaks down at a glacial pace, so plants must make do with whatever nutrients they can find. Plants must be efficient, absorbing every bit of nutrition from the stingy earth. Their roots often spread wide rather than deep, maximizing their reach in the shallow soil. The growing season is incredibly short, just a few frantic weeks. When the sun finally returns, plants must act fast, racing against time to grow, flower, and reproduce. Plants must spring to life instantly, photosynthesize rapidly, and produce seeds before winter. Every day counts, and a single missed opportunity can mean the end of a generation. There's no time for delay. Missing this window means missing a year's chance to reproduce. The pressure to succeed is immense, and only the most finely tuned strategies will work. Every adaptation is a response to these relentless challenges. Some plants grow low to the ground to avoid the wind, while others have hairy leaves to trap warmth and moisture. Only the most resourceful plants survive here. In the Arctic tundra, survival is a triumph of resilience, ingenuity, and the relentless will to live against all odds. Arctic plants are masters of miniaturization. Instead of growing tall, they hug the ground, forming dense mats or cushions. This low profile shields them from biting winds and traps warmth near the soil. The ground absorbs sunlight, so plants pressed against it stay warmer. In winter, snow covers these low plants, insulating them from extreme cold. Cushion-shaped plants like purple saxifrage trap heat and moisture, protecting their inner parts. Dead leaves decompose within the cushion, releasing nutrients right where they're needed. Even Arctic trees like dwarf willow and birch grow horizontally, not vertically. A dwarf willow may be decades old but only centimeters tall, its stems trailing along the ground. This adaptation lets them benefit from ground warmth and snow cover. In the Arctic, survival means staying low and close. Arctic plants wear specialized clothing to survive. In a landscape where temperatures can plummet and winds whip across the open tundra, these plants have evolved remarkable ways to protect themselves from the elements. Their adaptations are not just for show. They are essential for life in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Many, like the Arctic poppy, are covered in fine white hairs. These tiny hairs are more than just a fuzzy decoration. They serve as a crucial barrier against the cold and dry air. These hairs trap a layer of still air, creating insulation and keeping the plant warmer. This natural insulation acts much like a winter coat, buffering the plant from sudden temperature drops and icy gusts. The fuzzy coating also reduces water loss by trapping moisture around the leaves. In the Arctic, where liquid water is scarce for much of the year, conserving every drop is vital for survival. The white or silvery hairs reflect harsh sunlight, preventing overheating during endless summer days. This reflective layer helps the plants avoid damage from intense ultraviolet rays, which are especially strong in the high latitudes. Many Arctic plants have small, leathery, or needle-like leaves to minimize water loss. These compact leaves present less surface area to the drying wind, and their tough texture helps them withstand the abrasive effects of blowing ice and sand. Some leaves are coated in wax, acting like a waterproof jacket to seal in moisture. This waxy layer is especially important during the brief Arctic summer, when melting snow provides a short window of hydration. This waxy layer gives leaves a glossy look and is vital for survival. It not only locks in precious water but also protects the plant from freezing and from harmful chemicals in the soil. Some plants have dark pigments that absorb more sunlight, helping them warm up quickly. These deep reds and purples act like solar panels, capturing every bit of warmth the sun provides. These adaptations allow plants to photosynthesize earlier and survive cold nights. By warming up faster, they can make the most of the short growing season and the fleeting Arctic sun. Every feature is a clever tool for thriving in the Arctic. Each adaptation, from hairs to wax to pigments, is a testament to the ingenuity of life in extreme conditions. In this world, even a leaf's surface is a survival strategy. Here, every detail matters, and every adaptation tells a story of resilience and the will to endure. Mosses and lichens are among the Arctic's hardiest pioneers. Mosses lack true roots, using tiny rhizoids to anchor themselves and absorb moisture like sponges. Lichens are partnerships between a fungus and an alga. The fungus provides structure, the alga makes food. This teamwork lets lichens colonize bare rock and frozen soil. Both mosses and lichens can survive being frozen or dried out, reviving quickly when moisture returns. They're often the first to grow on new ground, slowly creating soil for other plants. Their thick mats insulate the permafrost, preventing deep thawing in summer. These humble organisms are the foundation of the tundra ecosystem. They build the groundwork for all other life. Without them, the Arctic would be even more barren. Mosses and lichens are the silent architects of the tundra. In the Arctic, plants grow slowly and live long lives. A tiny plant might be decades or even centuries old, adding just a little growth each year. Cold and nutrient-poor conditions make rapid growth impossible. Most Arctic plants are perennials, surviving many years and trying again if one season fails. Some, like mountain avens, can live over 100 years forming ancient mats. Many reproduce by spreading underground or rooting where stems touch the ground, creating clones. This patient, persistent strategy is key to conquering the cold. In the Arctic, slow and steady truly wins the race. Arctic plants are the foundation of the tundra food web. They feed everything from insects to caribou and muskoxen. Herbivores graze on willows, sedges, and flowering plants, building fat reserves for winter. Lichens, especially reindeer moss, are crucial winter food for caribou. Small mammals like lemmings and voles nibble roots and stems, while Arctic hares eat woody twigs. Even birds rely on buds and catkins when snow covers the ground. Predators like Arctic foxes and snowy owls depend on the herbivores, linking all life to the plants. The health of the tundra's animals depends on its resilient vegetation. The Arctic tundra is a fragile ecosystem, finely balanced and easily disrupted. Its plants' slow growth and reliance on permafrost make them vulnerable to change. Climate change is warming the Arctic rapidly, thawing permafrost and releasing greenhouse gases. New species, like taller shrubs, are moving in, outcompeting native plants and changing the landscape. Earlier springs and later autumns can disrupt the timing between plants and animals. If plants flower too early, pollinators may miss them. If caribou arrive late, food may be gone. Even small shifts can ripple through the ecosystem, threatening its survival. The Arctic's delicate web of life hangs in the balance. Arctic plants are the architects of a unique wilderness. They hold the soil, feed animals, and help regulate the global climate. This frozen garden is a testament to life's resilience and ingenuity. Protecting it means preserving an entire ecosystem vital to our planet's health. These plants teach us about efficiency, patience, and survival. Our actions, even far away, impact this fragile world. By reducing our climate impact, we can help keep the tundra thriving. The Arctic's survival is a reflection of our own future. Let's ensure it endures for generations.